Technical report. Guidance on sample handling for determination of bursting volume and pressure, and testing for freedom from holes for male condom. This video was prepared based on the technical report. To introduce guidance for preparation procedures of tests for holes and bursting volume and pressure, and the sample handling procedure for determining hole test. View the video while referring to the technical report. Sample handling procedure for determining bursting volume and pressure. Before commencing testing of a new material, the following should be checked. Protective gloves should be worn while handling and unrolling the condom to prevent damage caused by fingernails and rough skin. It is recommended for seamless gloves, for example, non-sterile medical examination gloves, to be worn. Jewelry such as rings should preferably be removed. The condom should be moved inside the individual container such that it is away from the area where the container is to be torn. This is to prevent the risk of damaging the condom when the individual container is torn open. Each individual container should be opened separately. A few individual containers should not be opened together. Scissors or other sharp instruments should not be used to open the individual container. Such instruments could damage the condoms. Testing is preferably started within 1 hour, but definitely within 4 hours after removal from the individual container. Before each group of tests, it should be confirmed that the surface of the rod or the mandrel is smooth, free from damage or scratches, and free from particulate contamination that could damage the condom. Condoms that are already rolled are carefully and evenly unrolled over the mandrel using both hands so it fits uniformly on the mandrel. Extra care should be taken to use minimum stretching and force. Excessive force may cause breakage and incorrect results. For dry condoms which are not rolled, the condom may be pulled carefully over the mandrel to position it evenly for testing. The external clamping device is set carefully without knocking the condom. This is an inappropriate example. Sample handling procedure for determining hole test. Protective gloves should be worn while handling and unrolling the condom to prevent damage caused by fingernails and rough skin. It is recommended for seamless gloves, for example, non-sterile medical examination gloves, to be worn. Jewelry such as rings should preferably be removed. The condom should be moved inside the individual container such that it is away from the area where the container is to be torn. This is to prevent the risk of damaging the condom when the individual container is torn open. Each individual container should be opened separately. A few individual containers should not be opened together. Scissors or other sharp instruments should not be used to open the individual container. Such instruments could damage the condoms. Testing is preferably started within 1 hour, but definitely within 4 hours after removal from the individual container. 2 preferred methods of unrolling condoms are recommended based on studies to minimize damage. Method 1. Put the index and second finger of one hand inside the condom to gently repeatedly expand while gently pulling the closed end by the thumb and index finger of the other hand. You can gently put your thumb at the outside of the open end. Method 2. Form a ring with the thumb and index finger of one hand. With the other hand, the rolled condom is rested on the ring with the teat emerging from the center of the roll and pointing downwards through the ring. Then, from underneath the ring, the teat is pulled gently to unroll the condom through the ring. The condom is inspected for any visible defects, as described in ISO 4074 and ISO 23409, including broken, missing, or severely distorted beads and any visible holes within 25 millimeters of the bead, including any holes between the bead and the body of the condom. If necessary to remove any temporary creases, air is gently blown into the open end of the condom at about 50 millimeters from the mouth. In other words, without the lips touching the condom. The closed end is then carefully squeezed between the fingers to seal the air in the condom. The condom should not be stretched. Check the body and closed end of the condom for any visible holes or any permanent creases. Both hands are used to attach the condom to the mount of the water leak test or electrical test equipment to make sure that it fits uniformly on the mount. The condom should be stretched as little as possible. In other words, just sufficient to allow the open end to be placed over the mount and not more than 100%. This is an inappropriate example. When the condom is removed from the mount, the condom should be stretched as little as possible. This is an inappropriate example. The condom is full of water at this point, so it should be handled carefully to avoid possible damage that might, for example, be caused by hitting solid surfaces of the testing machine. If a water drop is found on the condom, it is wiped with a soft material such as a soft cloth. Possible damage by excessive rubbing should be avoided. The part of the colored absorbent paper on which the condoms are rolled should be a single piece free from joints and also free from foreign matter. This is an inappropriate example. Throughout the test, the condom should not be twisted and stretched beyond the parameters of the test being applied. Despite the use of protective gloves, long or sharp fingernails as well as sharp jewelry can still damage condoms and should be avoided. Did you find the video to be useful? Consult the video and the technical report for proper sample handling and improvement of accuracy in the mechanical test for male condoms.